You ready to start fighting for real?
Boys, I did it. Just for y'all. I was able to beat him in one try. Son, I knew I had your all's energy supporting me. So, let's run around and collect our spoils, and then I'll explain to you what's going to come up next in the video. Because spoilers, this isn't where the recording started, son. You got in media resed, boy. It's like a druid battle res, son. They should call it in media res. But that fight benefits a lot from just focusing on what the hell's going on and just rolling around. In fact, I think the hardest part's at the beginning because it's so damn hard to stay locked onto that dragon with the camera going fucking everywhere. But, you know, we persevered. You're like, yeah, I bet you did when you're fucking level 96. Whatever. With a lightning stone plate right on. What a fucking tool. I'd have just gone in there with my nunchucks and my katana sword and fucking done a sweet kickflip. I like that you're apparently Durbin from the Venture Brothers. Anyway, we get Ornstein's armor now. This is where we picked up his spear earlier. You're supposed to be able to get it now, but from what I presume is an oversight that I mentioned in the last episode, you can just grab it from this side. But that's our main spoil. I guess if we wanted to respec Dragoon, we have a suit of armor to do it with now. Ornstein armor is pretty good Dragoon armor. Son, if I had the artistic skills, I'd probably take an established Dragoon character from the Final Fantasy series. I'd pick one at random. And I'd probably draw a cool picture of them wearing Ornstein's armor. Maybe making a few edits to it, you know, to accommodate certain features of the character that wouldn't fit in a normal human-shaped suit of armor. But I bet you'd be real cool on the internet drawing a picture like that. Okay, I'm going to go back to Firelink Shrine. And in the meantime, y'all get to go back in time and see my shameful... how I got to this point. Son, I should have freeze-framed it when I was fighting the Nameless King and he was bodying me. Like when one of his bullshit fucking wave attacks that's the width of a fucking football field comes at you and you can't roll out of the way of it. I should have paused it and been like, yeah, that's me, Nightly. You're probably wondering how I got here. Yeah. So I will see you all after the flashback back at the Firelink Shrine. And then we'll level up and continue on our ye old adventure. How exciting. Alright, enough cinematic sweeping of the camera. We got some shit to take care of, son. Tough shit. The kind that people tell you to deal with, right, lady? Do I have anything to sell this woman? Other than a bridge in New Jersey. Look at all these souls, son. My pockets. I wonder where all these holes getting burned in my pockets were coming from. And it was these souls, son. Spending souls. We've got to sell all this cool stuff. Drake Blood Greatsword, I'm sure it's real great, but I don't need it. Ricard's a rapier, boys. What kind of knight's going to use some sort of flimsy weapon like that? A hatchet. A hatchet man might approve of that, but Knight Lee is no hatchet man. Dragon Tooth, if you want to be an asshole knight who wears heavy armor. And this cool Dragoon Spear, got to keep it, son. Look how cool it is. The most valuable one, and I'm keeping it for hoarder sentimentality reasons, son. Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. I don't believe I have any bone shards and or Estivus for the rest of us shards. So let's see how my supplies and sundries are doing. Well, first let's level up. Oh, I have Umbral Ash to give. I complete. Oh yeah, the Dragon Chasers. That's the good shit. That lets you buy chunks, which is good if you're using a bunch of different weapons, like a fucking tool bag. If you don't just use the weapon you start with, it's not real Dark Souls. I'm like those people that are like, you got to beat the whole game asshole naked with your bare hands, or else you didn't really do it. Your Canadian girlfriends were deceptively impressed. Let's level up. Sounds good, doesn't it? Alright, I guess we're just gonna keep... We gotta get that endurance to 40. Wow, I can gain one level is the point we're at, son. If I had a few more... I'm not going to bother going and farming, because spoilers, we're about to fight a boss, and double spoilers, he might be a son of a bitch. You know that song, Now You're Messing With a Son of a Bitch? I believe it might have been written about this next man. Also, that song, Dirty Deeds and The Thunder Chief, might be about him. You probably don't get that joke because it's an inside reference with one of my friends who doesn't actually watch Tenfey videos, so it was only for me. I may have described it earlier. If you're a long-time Tenfey true believer, you might get that reference. Alright, so here's the plan. The boy we're about to fight, not only is he spicy, and not only does he have a pet dragon he rides around on, like Gohan in the Dragon Ball Z movies, but he's a lightning boy. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this blessed shield, and I'm going to infuse it. Well, I thought I was going to infuse it with a lightning gem. Now, why? I know I have lightning gems in my inventory, son. It's my favorite Thor Earthworm Gem crossover OC character. Thunder Gem. Lightning Gem. I forgot. That's what he's called. That's when he dresses up like a... No, I guess it would be Lightning dressed as Earthworm Jim, since they made that one Final Fantasy 13-3 or whatever, Lightning Returns, where you play dress up. Alright, I'm mad because I have to look something up on my phone while we were sitting here having a good time playing a video game. What a waste. Actually, I could just check the internet, and it'll give me a chance to make sure that the software is still recording. So I'll see y'all in just a second. Alright, we're back. Turns out we need the coal off the corpse of the giant blacksmith in Orlando. I believe I was running away from an invader at the time, quite righteously and heroically and in a much knightly manner. And I may have not had a chance to grab that. Why has everyone got to wear that fucking headpiece, man? Bunch of fucking memers. Kids these days. They don't know how to make a good, honest, hard-working Dark Souls character. They want good Dark Souls characters. Hand it to them, son. I guess this bonfire would be the easiest one. Boys, it just dawned on me that this whole little intro thing I'm recording right now, you're going to see sequentially after I fight, because I'm going to open the episode fighting the Storm King, and then I was going to be like, here's what I got up to beforehand, and do a little Quentin Tarantino storytelling, because he's the only one to ever do non-linear narrative. But now the little Rashomon sub-story is going to have its own like sub-story of me getting this coal. I'm going to have to edit out loading screens. What a fucking mess. I'm going to parry that spear. I did it. I actually did something that I said I was going to do. That's a big accomplishment for me, son. Smoke. Oh no, his friend. Son, Ray wasn't here on time. No, don't try to parry a lightning sword. It never works out. A sip, and then we'll have us ye old honorable duel. Rising Dragon. Shoot. No, he had poise. I hate that the enemies get poise. Son, Miyazaki, the enemies are his fucking chosen people. And they get to do shit you don't. And Miyazaki's like, oh, maybe you should get good. Maybe if you got a good, you wouldn't get a punked. I put on the Silver Serpent Ring because I figured we'd fight a couple of these guys, and it might get me enough to gain another level. Because I could use all the endurance I could get against this next boss. Boys, I hope I beat him on the first try. I'm genuinely going to try to beat him on my first try, y'all. For you, because y'all deserve it. And because I want to edit it in a certain way. See, look how beautifully that was parried. And the Miyazaki says it didn't count. He's like the ref in a WWE match, son. You point to the stands, and already he's out there staring at the crowd. The stands, by the way? I don't believe that's what they call the area the crowd resides in. See? It was all brilliant, beautiful. And look, just to patronize me, he gave me the Miyazaki's edge. So that way I can't complain later. When I'm like, man, the parry window's bullshit. He's like, really? This coming from a man who's got Miyazaki's edge privilege? I won't kill this knight unless I parry him. I won't do it. The busy world of Richard Parry, son. I'm going to live in it. See? I feel like that should have been a parry. You got the red eyes, I just realized, son. You don't ever want to fucking go for a knight who's got the red eyes, kids. Boys, you'll end up in a scrape. Can that attack not be parried? Like, I genuinely don't even care that he killed me, because I'm just going to keep... The subsection, like I said, it's got its own shit. I won't have to edit this death screen out because I talked over it. And look, it's a dung pie just to show us. It's Miyazaki's way of telling us how shittily we were just playing. In my defense, what did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't parry, you know, I didn't time to parry correctly. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I also, you know, can't fucking move the sun with my mind, but I guess Miyazaki thinks all these impossible things should be done by humans. It's just horse shit. Miyazaki watched people play Dark Souls 1, and they were having a good time parrying the enemies, and he got super fucking pissed like the Grinch. He was there that night, and he was at the main computer. They were coding Dark Souls 3, and he had the variable up for the parry window, and it was like he got an awful idea. Hidetaka Miyazaki got an awful idea. And he got one of them big Grinch shit-eating grins. My God, did you see that? I got Devil May Cry air juggled. Well, I can't fight them honorably 1v1 and try to parry now, so we'll just rush in. And then he'll be like, oh, did you not get the memo? I'm an enemy in Dark Souls 3, so I don't get staggered. Yeah, whatever. I'm like the little blonde girl from Angela Anaconda, and everything just works out for me all the time, and I suffer no repercussion. This game's a good representation of what real life is like. Because you've got these fucking assholes that can just steamroll all over you, and you're not allowed to do anything, and if you do fight back, they gang up on you, or the system's rigged in their favor. It's fucking horseshit is what it is, son. Dark Souls Revolution. Oh, are y'all scared to come over here and fight me? It might be a little too honorable for you over here. Shit heels. Rising Dragon. Roll away. It's not cheap. When I'm put in this fucking situation. Where are you going, sweetheart? Look, he won't. He knows I can one-shot him, so he won't come near me. Okay. Now, if you want to fight me like a fucking adult now, let's do it. That's how adults fight. Seriously, though, I am genuinely disappointed because I had fun. I don't think parrying was overpowered in Dark Souls 1. I think it was a thing you could do and, like, get good at. And it was fun. You could parry Gwyn, and that's what did it. Parrying Gwyn at the end of the game, Miyazaki, he was so ashamed at the thought of players just playing his game and having fun. He'd failed. He'd failed Shigeru Miyamoto, his god, who, if you've watched my Zelda 2 playthrough, and I know you have because you're a Tenfey true believer, you would know that I made up that Hidetaka Miyazaki was an intern at Nintendo back in the 80s. And he helped Miyamoto design Zelda 2 to be the Dark Souls of Nintendo. And he did a damn good job. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Like, genuinely, I'm surprised. See, is it... I legitimately don't know if you're supposed to do it when the blade would hit you, before the blade would hit you. I thought he was just like scratching his back, but he was revving up another swing. Don't try to parry the Thunder Blade, because I'm just going to assume you can't, because it's Miyazaki's favorite move. He's in the front of the crowd at the WWE arena, holding up his Thunder Blade sign. And when JR's like, my God, Red Eyes Knight's going for, let's go for the Thunder Blade. Knight Lee's in trouble. Oh, and Miyazaki, a fat pigeon threw in through the window and him in the back of the head. Referee Miyazaki's out for the count. So Red Eyes Knight can do whatever he wants, even though this is being recorded for television. My God. Maybe this guy just can't be parried, Ben. Would you put it past Hidetaka Miyazaki to put an unparryable enemy in his bullshit video game? Why would you? This is the boss fight. The Storm King's not going to be anything now that I fought you. He is. He's my trial to the Storm King. I feel like it may be detracting from the video for me to be doing this shit and trying to learn how to parry. Like, I honestly don't know. I don't know what y'all consider a good Dark Souls video. So, normally I think Thunder Spears are real cool, but not when this fucking shit's going on. The only one I care about parrying now is the Red Eyes Knight. I just want to know that you can do it. Yeah, I mean, I realized both of those were way early. That's another thing they did. They made the attacks harder to telegraph in this game. Like, the enemies just get little delays sometimes. I don't know, man. In Elden Ring, to be able to parry the game, you have to hit parry before the enemy's model loads in. Is Elden Ring even a real game that's going to come out someday? Nobody knows. I know one thing, I'll be able to gain a couple of levels. I guess that's the one thing we can say, is by going through this fucking training we're going through, son, and Orlando's like King Kai's planet. Well, who left this little thing here for us? Tears ahead. Oh, Andre needs somebody to help her fight. Is this going to be another side story to the side story? We got to do it. We're just, it's Inception, son. We just keep delving deeper. We'll hit Limbo someday. And then we'll achieve true nirvana, son.
Oh, I thought it was
Son, I completely forgot that you could help Henri defeat her version of that boss. Because spoilers, all the like NPCs we meet are apparently in their own versions of the world, like other players are. Because, as I quote, time is convoluted in Lordran, or Lothric, or God forbid Drangleic. There he is over there. Piece of shit. Boys, don't I hate him. Tell you what. Lightning resist. That's the ticket. Alright. Let's see if we can get one fucking parry on this dude. That's all we need to get our confidence back. Alright, I gotta try to parry regular sword attacks and not the fucking Thunder brand. Okay, that... I mean, I could have attempted to parry if I weren't bad at the game. Come on, sweet cheeks. Parry frames. I need them. And Miyazaki's the man who didn't program them into the game. Boys, this man is filled with piss and vinegar. Now, shouldn't that second one have been a parry, man? Like, oh, I almost rolled off a ledge. You have to roll for a solid 34 minutes, and then you'll get the chance to take a sip before this man fucking... the little girls from the ring across the room at you. By the time I get to go for the third one, I'm completely out of stamina. I still tried to parry the Thunder brand. And I'm going to keep doing it. Because I'm going to get this man one day. Oh, God, ain't it disgusting. If he kills me again, I'm going to look him up and be like, can this knight not be parried? I'm going to go on the game facts message boards. Be like, anyone have any luck parrying this piece of shit? I thought maybe if I did it way fucking before, because what I'm doing is not working. And blah, 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 cliche description of insanity that the guy from Far Cry 3 says, so all the normies think it's real deep. Oh, look who was secretly good at the game the whole time. Neck bones now. Neck bones. Oh no, he adapted to neck bones. He watched me fail the other nights and he knows how to overcome their weakness. But what he doesn't know is the fucking Rising Dragon piece of shit. I'll get through that fucking shield. I'll bust through the fuck out of it. Idiot. Nah, seriously. I'm bad at the game. It's very shameful. Don't take my boisterous bragging. I do it more for y'all's entertainment. I guess let's see what happened to these poor souls. If one of them has that, yeah, there he is. So that is the only NPC I see. I can't tell the difference between them because they all wear that fucking meme hat. Maybe for their own epic YouTube videos. Hey guys, today I'm playing Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna make a really ugly character. Whoa! He's got weird proportions and I'm gonna make his skin green. Funny YouTube thumbnail. Smash that like button. Not that I'm saying that Tenfey is, held to a higher class of Dark Souls playthrough. I could see why you all are always so desperate for me to just play Dark Souls games, because what else do you have? The wasteland that is YouTube's other Dark Souls players, son. I think I finally understand the appeal of Tenfey. Alright, we finished one of the subsections of our Gaiden chapter, so now we can go back and level up and make our shield. Well, we'll just do it when we get there. Why describe something I'm just about to do? Okay. Before I have a chance to fuck anything up.
Just wasn't he?
Here, have some coal.
My, seems like ages, but I missed the old but my thanks. I'll be, it's but
Now, are you supposed to be the same Andre from Dark Souls 1? Because once again, time convoluted, etc. Although we're supposed to be like millennia in the future. So I don't know. The Dark Souls timeline is like the Zelda timeline. Son, once again, put up the seconds since Tenfey bitched about the Zelda timeline. Alright, so now we take our shield. And I think we should make it... wait. That doesn't even... It increases it from 32.3 to 37.4. That's fucking awful. That's nowhere near worth it. What was I thinking? Somebody suggested I make it simple because it would give us a constant blue bar, FP refill, as opposed to our pittance of HP regen. And it's not a bad plan. We could go back to just base shield and we'll get our 100%. Actually, the lightning resist goes a little bit higher if we take the blast off of it. Is that what we're going to have to do? De-blast the shield? I really thought if I went out of my way to infuse it with a lightning gem that it would get some decent amount of lightning resist. But what the hell is that? The more you examine the systems inside a Souls game, the more disappointed you get.
Welcome.
Alright, I believe I can get at least one, but hopefully 2 more endurance. No, nowhere near 2 more endurance. Boom. Oh, but I picked up a bunch of shit off them fucking knights I bodied. Yeah, it was pitiful. The lightning, the red eyes knight, man, he was shitting and pisses in his pants. I was parrying him with both hands, boys. Don't watch the video when it's uploaded, by the way, Firekeeper Chan. It's too graphic for you. I don't want you to see what really happened. Alright, if I'm going to spend the rest of my fucking souls, let's see. I want good resins. I got shitloads of good resin. I do want some of these because I'm actually going to use them in this boss fight, if you can believe it. And then some more of these. A few of those. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we've got 6 souls to lose when I inevitably get killed by this boss over and over again. Every time I die to him, I'm going to lose 10 subscribers. Okay. How's our setup? I still want all 3 of these rings at all times. And this is our only way to get more thunder resistance, because it's not like we can put other gear on. Do they make little bugs that give you thunder resistance? They make yellow bug pellets. Well, I'll be damned. I guess we should put those. We're not going to be throwing any of that shit at him, but what we are going to do is be using that green shit and them yellow bugs. Whew, boys, I'm nervous. So never before has Tenfey actually tried to not be bad at the game. How shameful. I should have just not said anything. And then I could have had an ironic layer of detachment to protect myself from. But now I've been laid bare through to your baleful gazes. Oh, wait. I meant to bow. I was going to bow to y'all as you came back from the flashback. But instead, I, offended you at the worst. Alright. So what can that man's soul be turned into that I would care about? Some good Knight Lee shit. Little feller.
Well, the brave.
Oh, he
Gave no so.
gave me Henri's sword. I don't know if she died of sadness or killed herself because Horus was gone. Okay, we can learn Lightning Storm, which sounds real cool if you're the kind of guy that casts miracles. If you're one of them holy knights. So, and you know the regular rough and tumble knights make fun of the paladins. They're like, oh, well, you gotta go worship your god? And the paladin's like, maybe I will, God. God. We could also, no, that's, yeah, we could make his cool sword. A dragon hunting weapon, boys. A sword spear. That's one way to get around it. If you're the kind of dragoon who's like, I don't want to use a spear. And your dragoon coach is like, look, if you're going to jump around and fight dragons, you got to have a spear. My God, who let this kid on the team? The Fighting Dragoons of Dragoon University, son. It's my new anime where through a clerical mishap, I get enrolled in Dragoon University, son. Boys, I don't think I have the chops for it. Anyway, all garbage, so... He tried his hardest to tell me Henri's story, and I ignored it. Just look her up on the wiki. Okay. Spoilers, you can secretly, marry Henri in a dark ritual where she gets stabbed in the face with a sword if you're a shitty person. And you take that path through the game. So, there you go. Some people say that the Nameless King, is Lord Gwyn's first son who got banished for being a weirdo or something, and that he's the one that the Sun Bros worship. So I don't know. Some people say Solaire is Gwyn's secret son. So who the hell knows? Every time Miyazaki releases a game, everyone's immediately like, where's Lord Gwyn's son? Which character is it? I got to keep her sword for sentimental reasons too. If I'm going to keep this Dragon Slayer spear for reasons beyond most people watching this playthrough's comprehension, then I've got to keep that too. Boom. boom. And I got to keep the Dragon Slayer set in case I ever actually like want to cosplay. Like Nightly could go to like a convention, you know, or a real swag Halloween party. I'm recording this on the day after Halloween. All Saints Eve is what they call it, I believe. And you're supposed to be given little cakes, or else mischief will be afoot. Excuse me, madam, I'll have your littlest cake. She's got little Debbie cakes, but she has no nutty bars, no zebra cakes. Ugh. Just fudge brownies and oatmeal cream pies, boys. They're pretty fucking low tier on little Debbie cakes, I'm not gonna lie. And don't tell Tommy, but I'm not particularly fond of Star Crunches either. And I say that with confidence because there's no way he'll ever watch this video. They're his favorite, and if they're his favorite, that means they're the correct choice. Okay, so now we've got to make some actual decisions. First of all, let's return the Lords of Cinder. They're the big boss characters we've been killing. To their thrones. Because we haven't really been doing that. So this was that crowd with the cone hound. God, it feels like a lifetime ago I fought those guys. Here's Yorm. Boys, pour one out for Onion, bro. And his completely unavoidable death. Yorm, you had a big head. And of course, we don't have to worry about little feller there because he just showed up on his own. Imagine if he like did rebel and we had to go fight him as a boss. It'd feel so bad. He wouldn't even have like an older brother prince to hang on his back and throw lightning around like with the Lothric princes. Oh, now I'm remembering Salty Mage or Salt Mage. My favorite character whose name I don't quite remember. This guy's still standing here trying to be cool. I'm not doing your quest line. It's like, fine, I don't want you to finish my quest anyway, idiot. You'll never get my tri-corner hat. Good luck warning the American colonists that the British are invading if you don't have a tri-coat hat. Son, Paul Revere would have gotten no respect. Plus, wasn't this Paul Revere not actually the guy who did it? It was another guy with a harder to pronounce name. And so the guy who like wrote the poem was like, I can't rhyme like Richard Sucker. Son, change his name. Okay, so technically, let's talk to her.
5 lords sit all thanks to thee, Ashen One, and let the lords ember a true lord.
Okay,
Very well.
so we could go to the end of the game now. Boys, how outraged would y'all be if I just went and beat the game? I was like, we did it, guys. We did it together. The power of friendship. But I believe there's 2 more ye old adventures, 2 ye old Gaidens. Son. Nightly Gaiden, my favorite super hard to beat NES game. Should I spend these souls that I'm probably going to lose, or should I save them for future levels? We don't really need any sundries. We've got plenty. I don't need this damn ring anymore. I'm too good at the game now. We'll go back to Satsui no Hado. That's our standard. That's our neutral state. It's like, man, I got to start. I'm at the point now where if I can't get Satsui no Hado in the morning, man, I can't even be myself. That's when I knew I was addicted to the murderous intent to kill. When I couldn't even get out of bed unless I knew it was to obliterate somebody's life. I like Hatchet Knight. Son. He seems like... Wait, okay, it's a different knight. I was going to say, did he immediately class change to Claymore Knight? Or, God forbid, Bastard Sword Knight? Boys, I'm delaying the inevitable the most, but I guess we do gotta oughta go to the DLC.
Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let him grant death to the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
Boys, this place got fucking trash and during that cutscene. Alright. So as I was saying before the cutscene happens, we gotta go back to the cathedral. Right here. Cleansing Chapel, we called it back in our day.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please fire.
I was trying to do this as emote to sit down next to him, but because he had dialogue down there, it wouldn't let me like click it, and it kept making me unequip my sword. In case you were wondering what just happened. I guess we'll finally acknowledge this man's presence and talk to him. He's got to have the fuck. Well, he's wearing metal knee pads, so maybe it's not that bad. Maybe he has like Dr. Scholl's gel inserts inside of those, son, and he's actually getting good knee support.
Wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be... Oh, you don't know how...
Ugh. Boys, I wish we hadn't talked to this man. What woman was he talking about? Do you think it was Henri? Our secret waifu in this universe?
Now, my lady, I need you to a proper flame if you truly... Ah, thank you. They of ash never fail. Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it. The ashes were too.
Boys, I feel like that man got one over on us. Look, there's some sort of gangle monster right behind where we start. I guess it's a friendly gangle monster. Can I have your treasure? Do you mind?
Have you just arrived? How very unusual. Just how long has it been? Rejoice, my new friend. For this, the cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel. Quick, go along, the sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
Boys, I didn't even notice. He's got him like a mushroom bed. I wonder if that's comfortable. If any cave hermits are watching this, just leave a comment if you sleep on a bed of fungi.
You're no exception. But you're safe now. Ariandel will make a fine home. So, go on ahead, as sweetly rotting.
Whew, I don't know if I want to do that. Rime blue moss clump, like a rime blue moss clump. I bet that gives us frost resist. Ooh. Oh, this is a frosty place full of frosty folk, so it'll be good to keep our sword quite fiery. So I thought about, because we're going into new realms in the DLC, that I might respec my whole character and my sword to become Chaos Knightly, son. Maybe we'll do that in the second DLC. Son, it'll be Knightly's Black Tunic Saga. Are y'all looking forward to the Black Tunic Saga, son? Boys. Talk about over course correcting that fucking Breath of the Wild playthrough. Y'all are gonna be shocked and appalled. It's gonna make the Shadow the Hedgehog Look like Mario fucking Sunshine. Okay. What do I know about this place through osmosis of being a guy that's interested in Dark Souls? I know that there's sometimes wolves. There might be a big wolf that's a boss. Son, he wears his hat slung sideways over one of his wolf ears, like the tower from Persona 5 with his Get Smoked hat. Before one faces the painting, one should face the depths of Lothric Castle. Now, we've been in the depths of Lothric Castle, so what did we come across that would make, I don't know. Maybe they just, the spoilers. Okay. Boys, I'm not used to fighting in frosty conditions in a Souls game, because I ain't never done the Frozen King or whatever, Dark Souls 2 DLC. The only one I ever finished was, well, look at you throwing javelins. It was the Sunken King. I ain't never finished the Iron one. Someone's just setting up here. Okay, so there are like angry Nordic men in the woods. They're like, yo, Hand, look. A stranger coming through our woods. Imagine the fucking gall of this man. I'm going to throw my fucking javelin at him. There's a whole fucking mess of y'all. Good lord, in the fjord. Alright. Well, I can take y'all on as long as I know where you're coming from and who you are. Now, he's using some sort of crazy Norwegian tactics that I ain't ever encountered. Oh no, I forgot that all Scandinavians can breathe fire if needed. No, your friend, Ray, spelled R-E-I-G-H, R-E-I-G-H. Ray the Red showed up to save his friend Tyrell the Bold. Ah, I need some shield busters or something. Shield to bust through, shield to bust through. Oh no! The DLC don't fuck around. Hey, Musher, man, how you doing down here? I like you, Moss Bed. Rising Drag. It weren't enough. Woohoo! Haha! A backstab. Even the Nords can be stabbed in the asshole, son. It's their one true weakness. Oh no! This crowd don't fuck around. Son, I used to be an adventurer until I took a spear to the carotid artery in my leg. Son, now I just eat sweet rolls all day, every day. I like your dedication to throwing spears like you're a Diablo 2 Amazon. Honestly, I always thought the bow and arrow Amazon was cooler. Don't tell the spear ladies. Don't tell the hot dragoon ladies that I said that. Well, we can't rest at the bonfire or else the entire fucking village will be reborn. Alright, well that was a fun little skirmish we got into. That tree looks like a spooky lady. I don't care for it. I'm going to complain at the next town hall meeting. If that thing had been a monster, boys. Yeah, you're all gonna. They're gonna. The city's gonna pass an ordinance, so you got to cut that fucking thing down. We have children in this neighborhood. Okay, son. Now that we took care. No, there's one more. The last known Norse survivor. He's got the Eye of the Odin. Another. He doesn't see Rising Dragons. He doesn't understand the techniques of the Orient. But Knight Lee is a well-traveled worldly man, and he knows all about the East. He knows how to manipulate ki. He just doesn't because he thinks it's magic, and he thinks magic is stupid. Oh no! I fell into an obvious trap. Maybe nothing bad will happen down here. Maybe nobody noticed. Where the hell did we fall from? Oh, just up there. Well, I mean, it was worth it for more of that. Can we not? Are we not allowed back up there? Is Miyazaki? There should be a tree right there in the shape of Miyazaki just bent over, showing you his ass, mooning you, and being like, good fucking job. He'll tell some story about how 20 years ago he drove a car off a fucking icy cliff. And he was like, if I survive this, one day I shall make other players feel the rage I feel. Big Wolf! He awooed and got cut down for it. Oh no, the awoo. It brought forth his brethren. You can never fight just one wolf, son. You always fight the pack. I'm gonna calmly put fire on your sword. Son, that's what old southern man would do. Just Today on Old Southern Man's Guide to Dark Souls Enemies, we're going to learn how to fight an assload of wolves. I'd throw firebombs, but I foolishly didn't put them on my bar. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared! Scar's song had no effect on me. No. Long live the king! Oh god. Please, Scar Jan, can I have a zebra fucking haunch to chew on? I've been real good. I tried to kill Prince Simba. Oh no! They're using some sort of predatory team tactics. It's cheating. Mother Nature cheats. Haha. But I have human ingenuity, son. I can manipulate the environment to my advantage, son. I'll cut these trees down and build a log fucking cabin to hide inside of and wait it all out. Like in Shaun of the Dead, I'll be sitting there like he's at the Winchester, son, and wait for all this to blow over. They keep on wooing and it brings forth more wolves within. Everything in this DLC, you can fight just one fucking enemy. Okay, you all got to let me sip. Now it's the rules of nature. Oh god. Well, oh, the last known survivor, Rising Dragon. Son, an animal would never anticipate it. Oh no! I was set up to be the fool. I'm gonna get you. Hoo-hoo, ha-ha! Son, and on that day, humanity. A grim reminder that we've got swords and shit like the ye old LAPD. Boys, I need a blue sip after that, son. My vims and vigors are all fucking out of whack. Whew. Can you believe we fought off like 40 goddamn wolves? Oh no, this man probably didn't. This man couldn't resist, son. Overwhelmed. But he probably got it easy compared to this guy. I hope this guy flung himself off the cliff instead of fucking dealing with that shit, son. He refused. No. Did he do it? Nope. He got sport fucked right on the edge of the cliff, boys. This is real pretty. It'd be tempting to make the thumbnail from this, but the thumbnail is probably going to be us like ass deep in wolves and Nordic wolf. That's a good battle net handle. Oh no. Well, that's not a wolf. That's like a woman singing. A wolf woman singing. Why do I hear big noises? You're not little! You're so big! Why? How do you sustain yourself? He eats 40 deer a day. Now, I'm going to be over here for just a moment, if you all would excuse me. I believe I need to put some pine resin on this shit. Okay, I'm finally ready to have honorable wolf duels. Oh god, he can do advanced techniques. Advanced lupine techniques. Ooh, ah, ee. No, god, I got the shield up just in fucking time, boys. I'm coming for that wolf ass. Hey, don't hold your paw up sad like Lassie. Why is it you always gotta feel bad when you kill a wolf? Okay. I believe the forest has become relatively safe now, son. If you want to come traipsing through here with your family, now I see that wolf just standing there. But hey, it's like cockroaches. If you see one wolf, there's 40 you don't see. Let's see. We'll use the example of these assholes and how they died. That man charged forth confident. Nope. He was humbled by the cliff. How about you, buddy? Are you the same guy? Well, you took 2 steps and immediately collapsed. Okay. Oh, let's make our bar better. He probably won't get over here and bite us before I can put these items in my bar. Do you remember how the inventory in this game works? It's like Resident Evil. Is he right behind me? Haha! I've got a piece of metal I can hold in front of me, boys. Homo fucking sapien, deal with it. I got plantigrade feet, so I can wear shoes. If I was playing Morrowind, I could wear the boots of blinding speed. But Khajiit can't. With their superior digitigrade feet and it's horseshit. And you've got to mod anklets of blinding speed into the game to make it fair. This has been my daily Khajiit rant. Well, you two talked a big fucking game to get punked so easy, and you did nothing. Fire bombs for the good boy. Who's been a good boy? Who learned how to dodge? Son, who had Piccolo training him? Oh, you don't like that, do you? Son, if you see a wolf and he's like keeps tearing up your blinds or chewing on your new couch, just throw a fire bomb at his face. It's the only way they'll learn. Did you know wolves are like real big? You always think of wolves as being like relatively big like a dog, but actual wolves are just big. They can come at you too. Look, I followed that. Oh, I thought I was following that ghost, but it was the Satsui no Hade. It was the ghost inside of me that wants to murder. It's hard to see this crowd get properly sport fucked in this, really bright terrain. Look, he T-posed to show dominance as he was killed. I respect that. Okay, what's up here? Well, there's some sort of bowman. Son, not a particularly good Star Ocean 2 character, to be honest. How do I get to you, bowman, without you noticing me? I don't know if I can from here. No, it looks like he's made it where you have to go down this super fun slide to get to him. I bet there's all sorts of perils on the super fun slide. Just like in that old Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Boys, when I was a kid, the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes would legitimately scare me. Boys, they were well made. Well, look at that. That's one of them fucking ghost tree women. What am I hearing? Oh my god. Ghost tree women are real. They're real, god damn it. This got unpleasant fast. Okay, yes, you're real fucking cool. Captain Planet, you're his favorite enemy because you're nature fighting back. Well, I don't give a shit. Also, they use, I'm sure that's fire damage. And why would you have the fire resist ring on out here in the snowy tundra? So Miyazaki knew how to exploit your weakness. I find 4 good whacks. If you encounter some sort of horrific Silent Hill monstrosity what disguises itself as a vaguely sexualized tree woman throwing fireballs, what you're going to want to do is give her 4 good solid R1s on the trunk. If some good boys show up to fight, be sure to run away. We'll still call you a hero if you can make it back. Thanks, old Southern man. You always believed in me. He's like Kamiya. I think that's his name. The guy with the orange glasses. And Gurren Lagann. Spoilers, I've only watched the first episode of Gurren Lagann. I told you I'm a fake weeb. Alright. I see you crowd have formed a nature alliance. Fucking druidic nonsense. Mother Nature always gangs up on you, son. If I get behind you, you're done. Oh no, she had like Superman ice breath. Large Titanite shards. What is this garbage that you're pretending is a treasure? Yeah, stand there and growl all day, but I killed your tree wife. Oh no, her final attack persisted. She had final attack Firaga. Slot it in her materia. Well, fine. I'm just gonna throw fucking knives at you. He's got fucking tree instinct. Rising dragons into shield busters. Yeah, boys. That's how we do it down south. Oh no! My southern airs overwhelmed me. Get fucking smoked with a knife, idiot. Boys, he ragdolled real pathetically. Boys, I hope his fucking wolf wife wasn't watching. Son, she'd be so ashamed. It's the wolf knock life for us. It's the wolf knock life for us. Fuck you, Susie May. Your ice breath is fucking terrible. I heard some sort of demonic gurgling. Look at this. There's some kind of horrible bugs. I don't want to fight you. Ugh. If you come up here, I'm going to throw shit at you. I fucking warned you, bro. It's self-defense, bro. God almighty. Jeff fucking Goldblum trying to crawl up here. Who else wants me to throw shit at him? We might have to yeet this shit over there. Fun. Kobe. We did it. Thank you, Ghost of Kobe. Oh. Alright. One remained. There's a fungus bed we could sleep on to make that guy at the entrance proud of us. We ain't rested at a bonfire since we got here. This place is fucking exhausting. Frozen weapon. Well, I see. That sounds like the optional super boss in a Kingdom Hearts. He? Oh no, she's against the wall. Old Southern man, why didn't you remind me? He's like, now if y'all had checked the description on my original guide to fighting them tree bitches, you'd have see I put an addendum, link to an addendum video describing that nonsense. This man tried to crawl away from the trees, but he couldn't. Try two-handing. Okay. There he goes. Boogity boogity. He must have run past a bunch of shit, because I don't know what would have attacked him here. These are just perfectly harmless, horrific trees. I almost expected there to be an enemy right there. Haha! I was so prepared. Fine, I'm glad there's not an item there, Miyazaki. Good fucking job. Okay. Alright. Okay, what's the deal with it being all quiet and peaceful? What's the meaning of all this lack of hostility? I see some sort of building, a refuge from the storm. There he goes. You drew a big fucking curved Murakama or whatever, didn't you? And your gargoyle helmet. That guy was like a superhero who was real bad at not getting killed. Well, look at this secret bonfire Hidetaka Miyazaki thought I weren't going to find. I'll put a note for my ye old fellow adventurers. Messages. Have any of my messages? Look. See? People love my messages. They're raving. Alright, we need a gesture of me pointing down and being like, boom. Objects. Bonfire. We're throwing this fucking thing together. Boys, that was clockwork making a fucking orange note for people. One of y'all has to come here and find this and upvote it and take a screenshot and post it on the Discord. And you'll earn the most good boy points. What's going on down here? Oh, it's the bonfire. The secret bonfire that only I knew about. Son, my ye old uncle at Nintendo told me about it when he was showing me Super Mario Brothers 8. I wish they'd have just kept using that number scheme for naming that shit. What happened to you on the bridge, bro? I bet it was gnarly on the bridge, bro. We'll never know. The bridge just consumed all memory of him. What is this ye old ladder leading to? A crystal lizard. Oh, it's gone off a cliff. I don't need any upgrade materials, but I need to kill all crystal lizards. Hey, hey, hey. I like that you ran towards that crevice. Oh, wow, one large titanite shard. Gee whiz, Miyazaki. Fucking don't break the bank with this shit. Oop. I knew there was more adventure in that direction. I guess we ought to look over here first. Careful, because sometimes Miyazaki makes you fall off a cliff and then laughs about it. Alright, there's Nordic men over there. And we've learned that all Nordic men crave combat at all times. I still say it's a pretty vista. I wouldn't mind living on a snowy mountain if I had like a fucking food replicator from Star Trek The Next Generation. And some sort of infinite energy source for it. And some kind of real good internet, son. I'd be out there making the best Tenfey videos. in the mountains. In the mountains of Tenfey. It's the oddest H.P. Lovecraft story. Always bring a lot of fire bombs when you come to a place like this. A shriving stone. That's the problem with becoming truly powerful, is all treasure loses its allure, son. We're like Saitama. We just crave the thrill and the excitement of the unknown, but it's just we're too powerful. I bet. I don't know. A bridge like that. I've played Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, son. I know that a bridge like that ain't always going to be there for you. So that'll be the last thing we try. Alright, gentlemen. I tried to roll, I promise. Ah, the old 1-2. We'll give him the old what for. The old Bob's your uncle. Well, that was real raspy. You need one of them Ricola lodges. Do the kids these days know about Ricola? Ricola. I promise it's a real thing. There's one of them like Austrian horn blowing guys there. A lot going on in this DLC. So that's like an entirely separate area from all this shit. I thought I heard husky wolf breath. And held my shield up. Oh no, do I slip and or slide down this? Probably. Son, this ye old double dare. Oh, I'm too chivalrous for this ye old double dare horse shit. Oh no, what a surprise. I get flashbacks to the depths in Dark Souls 1. Whenever I slide like that. Okay, well we can't go back. But that's okay. You gotta put your behind in the past. This area is a little bit less frosty. Something about this area made me temporarily wistful. It is very peaceful. So maybe we should approach this DLC. It's a new area. So maybe we should have approached it, you know, with a new outlook. We could have been a little bit more Bob Ross. So those are those, like, the ring spider women from the sewers under Earthil. They're not fun to deal with. There's some sort of dilapidated building. I guess we should ought to just fall down there and fucking cut a swath. With swath cutter, do I remember how to do swath cutter? You roll in no. You roll in R2. Oh, you do. You got to be one-handed in the sword. I told you it's not a technique that's usually picked up by the pro players, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it. You are not doing fucking anything. You start wiggling and I start giggling as I cut you. That could be a genuine rap lyric, I just realized. I know. That fucking thing is not good to be around. It's unhealthy. If I was some sort of psychologist, I'd be like, you have to cut these Ringu drowned whale. Oh no, I found out they're winning. Oh no, there's a whole bunch of them. Okay, we'll be alright. There's nothing bad's gonna happen. A sip though, just to get my confidence. I bet that's poisonous shit you're all rolling around in, isn't it? Okay, good, we one-shot them with this fiery sword. The little fellers, at least. You're like drowned fledgling bird monsters. How fucking awful. Ugh. God, this whole DLC, I want to take a shower. This is fucking horrifying what I'm doing right now. Like, I was sitting here with my mouth literally agape, wide-eyed, in horrific silence as I listened to these monstrosities scream in anguish as I cut through them with a searing hot sword. Boys, that memory's burned into my mind. I heard some sort of noise, which can only mean something wants to kill me. I know, did you hear it? Raspy breath. A ye old lozenge is needed. I won't go through Ricola again. Look at that real scenic, like, ice sculpture field. I just thought it was pretty to look at. Okay. Have we killed everything that poses a threat to us in the immediate area? I'd like to think we have. I'm amazed this isn't poisonous water. Miyazaki must have forgot to check the poison box on this area when he was developing it. Okay. Ooh, stalk Tenfey. They somehow made a Tenfey that was even more unpleasant. Okay, so there's still a few of you over here needing swaths cut through you. I'm just the guy to do it. In fact, I'll use swath cutter. Oh no, see? This is why they don't use it in speedruns. But it is satisfying. Maybe on a charity stream, they'd flex on them with some swath cutters. Whew. Just keep building up the trauma. Have we got to jump onto that fucking thing from above? More of that platforming that delights Hidetaka Miyazaki so to have forced into his games. Oh god, I was just remembering him being the referee at the WWE match. Oh god, there's something wrong with me. Okay. Cole and the gang. Excuse me. Oh, there you are. I was like, excuse me, is someone making gurgle noises in my vicinity? Because that shit ain't cool. The budding green blossom is the good shit, son. I guess... Oh, of course. You jump from the balcony. Like at the end of The Princess Bride. Everyone at the end of The Princess Bride should be fucking, like, bad off, including the horses. Because they, like, jump out of a second-story window. Oh, that was fucking completely unnecessary, dude. I was in the middle of the best Princess Bride anecdote. I guess we're just going to be dealing with unpleasant bullshit for a while. Even this area, with its unpleasant trees, has some sort of strange, captivating beauty to it. Or is that just me? Let's be pretentious art connoisseurs for a little bit. That'll be our new persona for this region. I find that the fungus being spread about invokes the thought of decay. Also, the creepy Freddy Cougar motherfuckers that swan dive at you really bring to life the thought of R1 spam. I can't believe that thing didn't fucking hit me once. As bad a fucking job as I did of fighting it. Maybe we should slow our ye old roll. Alright. This ring's not as good here because we're constantly not at full HP. Because we're bad. Not in the Michael Jackson way. Shimona. Ooh, I want to be tempted to be a cool guy and wear the cool guy ring. Let's try it for a little while. If we find I keep getting my ass kicked too much, son, I'll take it off. Okay, more of that shit. More of this fucking nonsense. How did they make these sound effects? Oh, I always forget about the plunging dragon, son. Half of my advanced techniques go on you. So the plunging dragon is you just run and press R2 while you're one-handed. What does he do if he's two-handed, though? Ooh, ye old two-handed plunging dragon, son. It must be somebody's anniversary to bust that fucking move out. Because you're going to have to spend the whole next day sitting on a heating pad, but it'll be fucking worth it. It'll be worth it when you're doing it. Well, this is just a nice little house. But I hear awful noises, son. This is why you got to come out to a place like this before you put a down payment on it. You're like, I can't help but notice the gangle noises. Okay, well, you must be an NPC, because why would the signs lie?
Oh, well, there is nothing. You must be the other act.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm a knight, and a knight, goddammit, would tell the truth. I am Ash. A kiss.
Oh, wondrous Ash, make the tales true. My lady must see flame you are.
So they want me to burn some lady to death. I'm going to assume it's the Scythe lady that spoilers I know about. I mean, you know, I've never, like I said, I've never played it, but I may have seen her once or twice with my eyes.
Surely you got that witch fooled after we had all made up so. Make my lady.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to move into this place, y'all. Got that guy in there making them noises, but also talking in some boisterous voice. Now, how do I get upstairs? By the way. You have to do it from outside? That's a fucking fire hazard. It's just a whole village of terrible people. And I've deemed them as such. I'm the hero, remember? Okay. We have to come from next door to get upstairs. Whatever that item on that little island we had to jump to is, it better be fucking good to put me through all this nonsense. What the hell are you guarding? I guess you can fall down from up there. And now it'll preemptively be dead. Good for us. Fuck this way. Okay. Probably don't want to be down there in that trench. We came out of that house, so let's see what this house has got going on. A bonfire, son. Now, this is a nice place, boys, but you have a bonfire in your own house, it's going to jack the price up, even though it's not particularly winterproofed. With this big fucking hole. At least you get a corpse with an item on it, I guess. Oh, I guess we should go to Firelink and spend some souls before I die again.